It's the Middle Park Post Office, and I've had it here for 13 years, and I've loved every minute of it. Good afternoon, how are you?
Hello, good, how are you?
Come in. Cleaning up. My name is Joe Spiteri. I have been here since 2009, and I'm about to retire. My job is to sell products. We have different types of express, regular satchels. They go anywhere in Australia. We keep parcels for collections by customers. Speaking of customers, I've got one coming in. When I was retrenched by Australia Post back in 2008, and then I was disappointed, but I had to leave. I spent a bit of time idling at home and I got bored, and then I was thinking of buying a licensed post office such as this, and I have not looked back since. And now I just wish I have a happy retirement. Buying this post office, it took me into a different world, meeting strangers, customers, and postmen alike. Speaking of posties, here is Jason.
Hey!
This is my postie.
Coming at you. How you doing? As you can see, years working in the postal industry does take its toll on the individuals.
Yes.
We are not normal anymore.
Absolutely not.
You know.
Crazy as hell.
So this is the reflection for the video portrait. It was such a fun exercise to do. It was a bit stressful at the time, but I enjoyed throughout the whole process of the experience. And at the end, I was be able to learn so much from it. Some positive aspect of the was the location of the set. On the second trip back to the shop to shoot some more scene for the purpose of finding a more suitable opening scenes, I get to go on an adventure and explore more about the town. I get to walk down this road where there's like two lines of trees and there's like autumn yellow leaves was everywhere on the ground. It was really beautiful. A little bit further away from the shop was the beach, and I found the enjoyment of walking down the side of the beach to try to find a good spot for the frame of the camera. When filming the interview, Joe was super great. He was really helpful. I had some trouble setting up the tripod and he even helped me figure it out. And his energy when being filmed really helped carry the whole things away. Like when their customers or someone walks into the shop while we were filming, he always had the best way to welcome them. That's why I was be able to capture so many moments between him and the others, and it's really helped describing him as a person. And I really had fun filming with him. And yet to Joe, I know you can see this later. I really can't thank you enough, and I hope you have a happy retirement. The post-problematic aspect, when I'm actually at the shop and getting ready to film the interview, I ran into trouble with adjusting the focus and the exposure slides on the camera. The LCD touchscreen feature of the camera wasn't really accurate. When I tried to press the tiny little arrow button shows up on the screen, it didn't recognize my finger and keep cancelling out the options and change it into the main menu tab. And it just kept happening as I tried to so many times, and it leads me to being frustrated and couldn't be bothered adjusting it anymore and just film everything and had it all on auto setting. When at home and doing the editing, I found that the quality of the footage was not the best. Brightness and the exposure of the different cuts wasn't identical. They were like one that brighter or darker than the others. Everything in the frame was also in focus. Some shot was also grainy and there's like noise in the image that was noticeable. It was a little bit disappointing because I didn't give much thought about it while I was filming, and until I sat down and started editing the footage, I just realized how bad it was. I've learned a lesson from this though, that is always check the equipment and make extra effort to have the right settings on the camera, because having a bad footage or low quality footage kind of hurt the post-production process, as I had to sit through and color correct every little cut, and I even though I did what I did, the quality of the footage is still not the best when it could have been better. One of the things I discovered during the shoot that also comes out from the reading by Michael Rabicher in the section where he's wrote, and I quite good interviews, comes from really listening to what people mean as well, what they say or don't say. I used to work with Joe at the post office, and for my time there, I saw him as a hard worker despite his age at being 71. He also super friendly and always been loved by his customers and his colleagues. Even though in the interview I didn't ask any question or did he talk about himself like that, I thought I should bring that characteristic of him into the video. And from the shoot I discovered a way to do that, would just capture the moments where he's talking to his customer or welcome them, and even little banters he made with the post driver. I thought I should let those moments be in the final cut, as this portray best his personality. I think making a documentary, you have to present a really closer look to a person, as the audience are exploring a real person. A core lessons I've learned is like the one that I mentioned earlier from the trouble that I encountered. I have to make even better preparation in the future in terms of equipment, and make better effort to double checking them or even triple checking their settings in order to have a good imaging. And not just in camera in particular, but the whole technicality aspect of the production process. Because in the future, as a media practitioner, there'll be time where I'm gonna use and operate new equipment that I have no knowledge of, and having a patient mindset and putting time and effort to learn them and understand them and to be able to tweak them to how I like, I believe that it'll end up giving a better quality results.